Hello everyone, my name is Cameron, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm giving you guys the updated upload schedule, as well as an announcement of a new video that will be taking place between myself and Jesse very soon. So, the updated upload schedule is going to be as follows. Mondays, we are going to be doing Dying Light 2, Stay Human, and Championship Scramble. Tuesdays, we will be doing Cyberpunk 2077. Did I put some? Oh, I feel like I put something else on Tuesdays. I screwed up my page the other day. I don't know what I did with it though. I should have kept it for safety. Give me a sec, guys. There we go. I kind of ripped the page in half by accident, so I had to throw it away. Luckily, there's not a whole lot in trash, so I was able to find it. Tuesdays, we'll be doing Cyberpunk 2077 as well as WWE 2K22 My Rise. I'm deciding to continue with My Rise. I don't know how long it will continue, but I do want to continue with it for at least a little bit. Also, if you guys are wondering why am I in a weird angle, you see this little light right here, this little shine? That's from the light in the room. I can't turn it off and have it be bright enough for me to talk to you guys and film, but it also was not going away if it was on, and it was right in my face, so I had to edit my angle just a little bit. Wednesdays, we will be doing Championship Scramble. Thursdays will be just Cyberpunk 2077. I was debating putting My Rise 2 times a week, but I decided I'd rather just go for one just in case that I decide I don't want to continue it. But I do want to get back into Cyberpunk and get more focused into it and a deeper dive, so I figured 2 times a week for that would make the most sense. Fridays, we have Championship Scramble as well as Spider-Man Miles Morales. And Saturday and Sunday are both going to be break/stream days, meaning that I will be taking a break those days to either record, do things around my house, or just stream with Jesse, stream some 2K, or stream something else. Who knows? That way I have an idea of what I want to do specifically those days where I don't have to actually continuously focus on making content and doing content every day a week. I think that's, considering that the schedule is pretty deep at some points. You know, there's 2 videos on 3 of the days. Having 2 days off seems like a good idea. Give me a sec. Excuse me. And now, to talk about the next part of what's going to be happening. If you guys go to Cultaholic's YouTube channel, yesterday, today's the 11th, June 10th, 2022, they posted a video, fantasy booking between Ross and Jack, a WWE x AEW Forbidden Door type show, because Tony Khan kind of teased this recently after Forbidden Door happened. They went with 12 matches on a single night for each show. Jesse and I are going to be doing something along those lines. The only difference is we're going to be going for more matches, and we're going to be going for a 2-night show rather than a singular night show. So I want to explain our rules for this real quick, because they do differ a little bit from the video that Cultaholic did. For starters, we are obviously, like I said, we're doing 2 nights. A bigger match card, but that's again because we're spreading it between 2 different shows, or 2 different nights instead of just one. So hopefully we can keep the shows on each night a little bit better and a little bit beefier, and we can keep them very well planned out. Oh, excuse me, is the hope. We are going to be allowing stars from NXT and NXT UK to be on the show as well, as either they could be a call-up. You know, the theoretical of this show is that it's happening a very far time in the future, so they could be called up by that point. We are ignoring injuries just like they did. Anybody injured who's not currently wrestling, like CM Punk, Kenny Omega, Big E, all can be ignored and we can focus on it. Same with like real world things like MJF, potentially. If you really want to throw MJF on the show, Jesse, you can. Or Sasha and Naomi, their situation can also be ignored and we can put them however we want. We are doing a commentary team of 2 to 4 people, which again is kind of what they did. At most 2, or at least 2, at most 4. I think anything more than that is bogging it down, but I do want a nice mix of the 2 companies in this situation, even though it's a little bit more towards WWE side on the commentary for me. I'll explain when we do the actual video. I'll explain that because of my choices for who I have on commentary. We will go through each match and talk about the reasoning for this match and who wins it and all that sort of stuff. We have to have a show on our pre-show. We have to have a match on the pre-show, and we have to have a pre-show for each night to kind of bring people into the match or into the night and all that. So we will have a type of pre-show match for each night, as well as a pre-show for each day of the pay-per-view type thing. We will explain our winners. We will explain the reasoning behind them in some sort of way, shape, or form. We are allowed to use the same superstar more than once, but it has to be on separate nights. So I can't like just go, oh, Seth Rollins in every match. No, we have to have specific rule. I have a specific rule. You can use the same person more than once, but it has to be on 2 separate nights. Meaning you can at most use every superstar that you use twice. It will be a fun thing, and the final rule is that every championship must be defended. Now, before anyone gets all high and mighty and up in arms, no, this does not mean that FTR has to defend every tag team title. It means that any AEW or WWE affiliated championship must be defended, not counting NXT or NXT UK. That would bog it down just a little bit too much. So, like the WWE tag titles, the women's titles for WWE, not counting the women's tag, that's the only one I'm not going to force me and Jesse to use. Granted, we could, it doesn't really matter, but I'm not going to say we have to use that one. The Intercontinental United States, the WWE and Universal, you could split them, you could have them unified, it's up to you. I will go over this with Jesse, obviously. He could split them up, he could have them still unified if he really wants to, it's his choice. Same with the tag titles, you can have them unified, you don't have to have them unified, your choice. The AEW tag titles, the AEW TNT and TBS championships, and the AEW World and Women's World Championships. You could also even, I might make this a rule, you can throw in a new title to be announced on the show as a big thing, like during the pre-show or something. You could announce a new title. I'm not going to do that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But yeah, it's something that, like, me and Jesse love doing this stuff. If you guys have watched our Universe Mode, you know we love insane booking and just crazy over-the-top things like that. And I think the idea of a real-world AEW WWE show is really fucking cool if they handle it properly. And like I said, we're going to be doing our best to kind of show this. Now, another thing. If there is a Ring of Honor star in AEW, so let's, for example, say Jonathan Gresham, Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, those types of people, you can still use. I'm still going to let those be up for grabs, as they are technically AEW affiliated in a way. I'm not going to say, oh, you want somebody from New Japan to be in there? You can have them. No. New Japan is off limits, but Ring of Honor stars that are also working AEW shows, or technically speaking, still, they are AEW talent in a way. If you want to look at it that way, they got bought out by AEW, you know, then you can use those as well. I don't want to put myself for New Japan just because it adds in an extra layer of difficulty. Maybe if this video does well, we'll do another one where New Japan's involved. But for now, my focus is I just want to kind of want to keep it just WWE, AEW. Don't get me wrong, I'm kicking myself for that because I really would love to see a Jay White involved in one of the matches I have in mind. But I would much rather have it be a situation where it's just WWE, just AEW. Makes it a little bit easier. But that is the new update, new upload schedule, as well as the announcement video for a cool video that hopefully will be out within the next week. I think we'll probably do it in 2K. We'll record it in 2K and maybe have, I don't know, like a Royal Rumble with some AEW and WWE guys going while we talk about it. So that way there's something for you guys to watch rather than just us sitting here looking at the camera and talking about it. Now, I'm only saying that. I'm not saying that Ross and Jack were bad for doing that. It was more a situation of we just don't have the way to do the graphics because I don't know how to edit things. So, yeah. But we will talk about that when we get to it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you next time. Stay golden. Peace.